What is up, guys? It's the boy, the lifer, so aka the bodybuilding banker, and I am back. And in this highly requested video, I'm going to show you how I lost 15 kg in 5 simple steps. Stay tuned. First step I'm going to tell you is start slow. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I know most people are getting ready for summer. You want to look shredded. I've actually been dieting since December 2022. You generally want to lose between 0.5 and 0.8 kg a week. This allows sustainable fat loss. Notice I said fat loss as opposed to weight. You want to lose fat and hold as much muscle as possible, because the more muscle you have in your physique, the more that your body has to work harder to keep its maintenance calories. Actually, in the first week or two, weight loss is going to be exponential, but notice that it's not necessarily lean body mass. It's actually water weight that you're going to be losing. And the key thing I would say is focus on who are you looking to become. Most people set the goal of losing weight for summer and then do a to-do list and then don't keep it up. But if you focus on becoming a person who is confident in their body, you're going to build up healthy habits that's going to allow you to lose weight over the long term. Make sure it's a lifestyle as opposed to just a drastic diet. Second, and probably one of the most important things, is to keep the intensity up during your weight training. I know a lot of people have come up to me and said whether it's good to train fasted. I think it's not, because you're actually taking away vital nutrients around your training, especially when you're deep in a caloric deficit. Ensure that you keep your BMR, or your basal metabolic rate, up. This is the amount of energy you expend when you're at rest. It's important to ensure that you put the onus on your body to continue burning calories even when you're at rest. Us training fasted might sound like a good idea. Even if your energy is low, incorporate things such as intra-workout PAAs, which boost your endurance during training so you can continue to lift heavy. When I experienced a significant energy loss, I was still lifting heavy. I would bring down the rep range. Instead of doing 10, do 8 reps, or maybe even 5 reps, but ensure your intensity is as high as possible. It's vital to get the right nutrition pre and post training, especially in a caloric deficit where your ability to recover is inhibited. I would go for a small balanced meal with around 25 to 30 grams of protein, chicken and rice, 10 grams of fat and some carbs, maybe a banana. It allows insulin to get into your bloodstream, because during training, your ability to transport energy or glucose around your body is heightened. Take advantage of that during your workout. Almost think of food as fuel. But during prep, my body is very efficient when it comes to utilizing my foods. I have to eat quite close to when I train. Someone with a higher level of body fat, or someone at the start of their prep, can maybe get away with 90 minutes. During the training process, there's something called muscle protein synthesis. Muscle is broken down and new muscle tissue is formed. Nutrition helps you build more muscle than you're breaking down, especially in a caloric deficit. This is essential. If you're gonna have a cheat meal, make sure you just stick to the meal and don't do a cheat day. By doing a cheat day, you run the risk of ruining your gains. If you've worked extremely hard during the week and been at a 200 calorie deficit throughout the week, that will be 1,400 calories. Now, if you have a cheat meal, it could be 500 extra calories, that's fine, you're still in a deficit. If you go and have a cheat meal that's 2,400 calories, the deficit is wiped out. So it's important to make sure you stick to the meal. Preferably go for refeed days. This is great for kickstarting the metabolism, as opposed to having a cheat meal that might distort your process. Whilst you're on a caloric deficit, it's likely that you're going to be fatigued. It's likely that you're going to have lower energy, and it's fine to have a nap every now and then. Optimize your NEAT. Make sure you go for walks. I personally do 15k steps. That might be too much for you, but this is a great chance for you to expend calories when you're not in the gym, when you're not doing cardio. I get a lot of people are keen to jump on the Stairmaster or do runs, but it's important to make sure that you use your NEAT to its full potential to ensure that you're burning calories outside the gym. Speaking on cardio, listen, I'm on a prep and I've been doing fasted cardio every morning, about 45 minutes when I'm training and 1 hour when I'm not training, because I'm preparing for a bodybuilding show and the idea is to be as lean as possible. But if you're getting lean for a holiday or you just want to feel better about yourself, I would say that you hold off on the cardio. Cardio should be used as a tool to burn more calories. Cardio doesn't directly burn fat. You burn fat through being a caloric deficit. Cardio allows you to increase your deficit. I submit to you that if you focus more on nailing your food, making sure that you get the right nutrition in, making sure that you get the right training, this will put less pressure on you to go and do cardio. I see several people, as soon as they start a diet, they start doing cardio, 30-minute runs, 40-minute runs, which is great. But can you sustain this? If you start a diet, your rate of weight loss is going to decrease throughout the period. And that's when you introduce cardio, when you realize your weight loss is stopping, not at the start. Because if your body gets used to that cardio and you need to reduce your food, you're going to end up starving. And that's not what we want. We want it to be a sustainable lifestyle, not a strict diet. With cardio, try not to be aggressive. You want to maintain as much muscle mass because you want to keep your basal metabolic rate up. So go for a nice, brisk, sustainable level of cardio that doesn't take anything away from your recovery and allows you to keep as much muscle on your frame as possible. One of the most important things is manage your stress levels. I know it can be very stressful when you're going through a caloric deficit, but try to find ways you can unwind. After my workout, I spend some time in the gym to cool off, to ensure that my stress levels are low and I can have a good night's sleep. One of the negative side effects of stress is cortisol. With increased cortisol, this actually holds water weight. So you might be stepping in the scale and you'll realize your weight loss isn't going down. You might just be holding water. This actually affects your muscle protein breakdown. The high levels of cortisol impacts recovery because it takes away essential amino acids from your muscle protein synthesis breakdown. So you want to ensure that you're recovering as much as possible so you have energy the next day to continue to lift. I can't tell you enough how important it is to get a good night's sleep. Just from a functioning sense, it helps, especially when your food is quite low. Your sleep cycles normally happen with 90-minute intervals. If you're sleep deprived, your body's actually going to secrete a hunger hormone called ghrelin, and it's also going to reduce leptin, the satiation hormone that tells your brain you're full. So you're going to be more hungry and you're going to be less full, which is going to cause you to crave. So ensure that you get a good night's sleep. So it's important that you get around 7.5 hours. If you can get more, that's great. There's actually two types of sleep. There's non-rapid eye movement and there's rapid eye movement. I like to think of REM sleep as mental restoration and non-REM sleep as physical restoration. For fifth sleep cycle that you experience non-REM sleep, which is the physical benefits such as repairing your muscle tissues, you want to get to that non-REM sleep cycle phase. You want to begin to recover. Whilst in a caloric deficit or diet, try to keep to a consistent rhythm. Try not to go to bed too late because you can affect your circadian rhythm. The natural cycle of physical, mental, and behavioral changes that go on in the body within 24 hours. So try to ensure that you keep to a consistent routine when going to bed so you can still have both that REM and non-REM sleep. Well, that concludes the video. I hope that was helpful. Like I said, I've been going through this prep for about 14 weeks, so I've learned a ton. I'd probably say I've learned more in 14 weeks than what I knew in 8 years of training. So I want to help you guys. If you're interested in finding out more, just drop me a comment or drop me a message on Instagram. I'm also a coach, so I support people on hitting their lifestyle and fitness goals. So if you want to build muscle, lose fat ahead of summer coming up, just let me know and we can book a call and strike a plan of action. Anyway, it's your boy, The Life of Soul, aka the Bodybuilding Banker, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Peace.